Hey guys, Chris from Provo Beast Audio Installation, and in today's video we're installing speakers in the front doors, rear doors, and dash locations of this 2023 Toyota Tacoma. Now in this install we're going to show you how to install these plug and play speakers in the factory locations of your Tacoma at home. Let's get started. Alright, so before we jump into the install, a couple of things to note. This Toyota Tacoma is the base audio trim. We do not have the JBL audio sound system. Now if you did, or the easiest way to tell is if you had the OEM subwoofer in the back behind the rear seat, or you'd see the JBL logo on the front door speaker grills, or even on the radio. If you have JBL, you have to be a little more specific on what type of speaker you use so we can ensure that it's compatible with the OEM amplifier. This case, we have the base audio trim. It's the base 6-speaker system, so the parts that we're using in today's install are perfect for our build here today. Okay, so here at the bench now, the parts that we're using in today's install are these plug and play audio speakers offered from AudX. These are Alpine specific type speakers, but they're a full plug and play system offered from the company AudX that's sponsoring this video. Now what's super cool about these speakers is you'll notice they are Alpine, but they're already pre-installed with a bracket and harness adapter ready to go for your specific Toyota. Nice thing is there's no assembly required. It's literally just plug and play. Now, just out of the box, it comes with everything that you'll need for your front speakers, front tweeters, and your rear speakers. Now, for our front speakers, we have these Alpine S2 S69C, and they're kind of like a three-way setup, but they'll go in two different locations. We have a 6x9 that'll fit in the front door. This is your mid-bass speaker. And then we have a tweeter set up for the dash. You have actually kind of a middler, a 3.5-inch speaker with a little tweeter up above. Now as for the rear speakers, you can expect more or less the same. These are the S2, S65, 6.5-inch coaxial speakers pre-mounted in the bracket. Now you'll notice both on the front and rear door speakers there are two plugs because this works on multiple different Toyota vehicles. So you'll just use one plug or the other, you won't use both. Alright, so we're doing the front doors here first. The front passenger side and driver side more or less are going to be the same, just a mirror image. First thing we're going to do is pull off our sail panel up here. Have a little sail panel. We're just going to unsnap it. Now, very common that your clips will stay in the door, and that's okay. Have a little pick tool. You can also use your fingers. You don't want these to fall into the door, but we do want to work them out, just like that. And we'll reinstall them back in our sail panel. Next here we have this type of tab. This one you push in the center, and then carefully on the outside you're going to work this whole outer clip out. Now when we reinstall this, we'll actually invert it, push it back out. Push it in, and then we'll snap this flush. That'll lock it into place. Next here in the pocket, we're going to pull out a little carpet here. You see that there is a Phillips screw there underneath. Here in the door handle, we also need to pull out this inner cover. Again, with this little angled pick tool, to pull it out from the back side. We're going to expose another Phillips screw. This one is different from the other one removed, so don't get it backwards. You can pull the door from this point. I do also like to pull this cover off. It's easier to get to your harnesses this way. You start in the back, work your way forward, disconnect your harnesses. Okay, so at this point, the rest of the door panel is just held in with clips. You can use one of these tools, a panel popping tool. We have a panel vinyl removal tool. We also have one that's metal. There's a lot of different kinds on the market. We do offer some on our website if you want to pick one up. But we're going to go ahead and pop the clips up and around the panel. I like to start here in the front bottom corner. Okay, once you have all the clips popped, it should just swing here. We're going to lift up. On the inside of the panel, you'll see these two. Green goes on the bottom, white goes on the top. We'll pull them out, and our door panel comes free. Next here we have the OEM speaker. First I like to do is disconnect the harness. And they're 10mm, there are Phillips inserts too. You can use either or. 10mm, you won't strip it. Give it a nice tug. Comes on out, just like that. Now our new speaker will bolt in the identical position. Plug in our harness, just like that. Okay, that's it, ready to go. Again, fully plug and play. It comes out of the box that way, makes this install super easy. Now we can reassemble the door panel in reverse order. Remember, when you put your cables on, white goes on top, green goes on the bottom. All right, so we're ready to do the tweeter here, but what we need to do is pop down the A-pillar and the handle there because it overlays the tweeter grill, so we can't get the grill off completely unless the A-pillar is out of the way. So let's move you around to show you how to do that. So we need to pop these little covers off here, just like that. Do the same to the other side. Now there's going to be 10mm bolts in there. Super easy, that's out of the way. Next here with the tweeter grill, again, just using a panel tool here. I'm gonna just start popping these clips. Comes up super easily. You might have a harness here to disconnect. Okay, next there, our tweeter is held in with 10mm bolts. Okay, once the two bolts are out, grab your tweeter and disconnect the harness here. And it's gonna have a little relief clip to disconnect the harness. Just like that. Now here's our new tweeter. We're gonna plug into the exact same harness here. Just like that. Tuck our crossover in there. But we'll drop it right on in. Now, we're gonna grab our speaker grill and go ahead and reinstall it. Make sure you plug in your harness if you have it. Put in the front tabs first. Snap it down into place. Then we can reinstall our A-pillar. Tweeter's all done. Let's go ahead and repeat the process on the driver's side. On the driver's side, it is a little different. You don't have a grab handle, but behind the airbag sign, just get a little panel tool, there is the 10mm bolt. All right, so for the rear doors, it's basically the same process like the front doors, couple of clips, couple of screws, the panel comes off with clips. Now, we gotta start actually with the little teeny sail panel up on the right-hand side. This trim panel is kind of like the front sail panel, where it's held in with 3 clips. Now these clips love to also stay in the door. Be very careful. Now there's one bigger clip that holds it in the panel down below, just like that. Again, they love to stay in there. We'll pop them out and reinsert them in the panel. Okay, we got our clips back in. Just like the front door, we have the same type of clip, push in the center. And then remove the outer housing carefully. And just like the front door, pull out this little carpet in there. It's going to be a Phillips screw. Okay, same thing, clips around the door. Lift up. Again, same thing, disconnect your cables. Green goes on the bottom. And our OEM speaker. Now you'll notice that the harness is a little different in the back here, which is why our plug and play kits offer two different style connections. Okay, there's our factory speaker. All right, we can reassemble the door panel. Remember, green goes on the bottom. Okay, so at this point we are done with all our speaker install. Let's go ahead and do a final test, show you what they sound like. That's about it for this install. Now, if you want to see the rest of this plug and play build for AudX, we can link that full install video in the description, which includes a full plug and play T-harness, 5-channel amplifier, plug and play mount, as well as a subwoofer that fits back in the OEM cargo box behind the rear seats. If you like any of the parts that we used in this video, we'll make sure we link those in the description along with everything else that we recommend for your Tacoma at home. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and don't forget to subscribe. We post great content on the channel all the time. We'll see you in the next video.